Hi there, it's Sam from poodles.co.uk. Thank you very much for joining me today. Today's project is this one, and this is one of many that I put in the post to say thank you to everybody who came shopping with me in May. As you know, I always send out a handmade card and a handmade thank you treat that I've made myself from scratch, and so this is this month's. Now inside here is a curly whirly. Love a curly whirly, very much a childhood favourite of mine, and you can buy them singly or you can buy them in packs of 5. So I've been a little bit canny, a little bit clever, and I've set this so you can make 5 of these from one sheet of designer series paper, but I thought you might like to have a look at some of the others. So these boxes are absolutely rammed full. There's one on its way out, absolutely jam-packed full of the treats, because I made just under 200. I made as many as I could with my DSP on the basis that I was kind of limited, but I want to show you all the different styles and colours and how they look, because I've got different twine on them. I've got obviously different papers. The stamping is the same on all of them and the trinkets are the same, but I've got different ribbons. So I've got green here, and then I've got same paper and then different twine paper here. So I've got different twines on them and loads of them, and they did take me all month, to be fair, actually. Tying the twine, here's a load more as well. Tying the twine was what took the time, just took hours to do it all. I think I watched about 5 episodes of Once Upon a Time back to back. But anyway, so this is what I've got left of my paper. So this is the Nature's Poem. I have a sheet of each left, that's it, until I can order some more. And it's just lovely. So this is one side. I didn't use the stripes actually, I used the other side of that, which is this one. I used this one, but they're all double-sided. I did use both sides of this paper, or rather I used sheets of it and had the different patterns. Here we go. So that's both sides of this particular paper used, and I love them. I think they're just gorgeous, those treats. So which paper did I decide I was going to use to show you how you can get 5 from one sheet of paper? Well, start off with your 12 by 12. If you work in metric, is it, I don't remember if you start off with 30 or 30 and a half. I don't remember. I want to say 30 actually. But what you need to do, let me get my trimmer, is that your first thing you do is you cut your paper down to 9 inches, because to make one, it's 9 by 3 inches. So the first thing you do, cut your paper to 9 inches and set this one aside, so 22.5 centimetres, and then cut the remainder on the long side, cut that down into 3-inch strips, or 7.5 centimetre strips. Okay, so there's 4 of mine done, easy peasy. This one, it's already 3 inches wide, so you just need to take that down to 9 inches long. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a little piece that's 3 by 3 inches. I can make something with that. So in metric, it's 22.5 centimetres by 7.5 centimetres, and that's how you get 5. Okay, let's have some fun and put one of these together. So it's exactly the right length for the curly whirly, so you're not going to have anything on the end, you're not going to close up the end, so you do have to be quite firm with it when you're sticking it down. So you need a strong adhesive, a liquid glue. If you were making hundreds in the same sense that I was, you'd be there for ages waiting for it to dry, so a strong dry adhesive is better. That's how strong it is. Place your curly whirly pretty much in the middle. Don't have it too close to there or too close to here, but pretty much in the middle. And then you're just going to wrap it like you would wrap a present. But again, we've got lovely strong paper, so you need to be a little bit firm with it. I'm pressing quite firmly, and that's closed. And your curly whirly is designed to slide in and out, so if you're a little bit off centre, it will go back in There we go. So, done. Make sure you're well sealed there. And then we've got these wonderful packs of twine. And I showed you these on Monday's video. Which colour do I need? There we go. So you buy them as a bundle of 4, which was absolutely perfect for me. Because I was then able to go, well, you know, this is what I fancy. There are trinkets that go with it. And you can see I've literally only got 3 left. And that was because I had one too many in one pack. I had a bit of a bargain. And so I decided to go 1 bronze, 1 silver. Or 1 copper, 1 silver. I'm going to put this one on. And you need a very sharp end. Okay, there's no particular specific length. Long enough to tie a knot, unless you're doing only 3 of them, in which case do tie a ribbon, tie a bow. Tie your knot first, and then your trinkets won't go wibbling around all over the place. And I'm putting my twine through the top part, and I went for the biggest one at the bottom. Or underneath, and then on this one, I don't know how well you can see, there is a little wide part just there on the upper right hand side. You're probably seeing it's a little bit darker, and that's where I'm putting my twine through. So they're looped on, and then I just tied a double knot so they didn't move around. And the reason for the tight, sharp end to your twine was so that it would slide through easily. Okay, this right here, and then the matching Rooted in Nature stamp set, which is a double stamp set, double size, absolutely huge, and it comes with framelets. You can stamp your trees and cut them out now, and your leaves, and you can even emboss with some of them. I'm using this shape here and the words "Just for You," because obviously they were a gift to my lovely customers, just for them. And I don't remember what colour I used. I really don't remember. What colour did I use? I don't know, because I stamped off. I don't remember. My memory's awful. Can I have a look at the Designer Series paper itself in my catalogue and see what colours that were in there? Tranquil Tide. No, I think do you know what? I think I did Shaded Spruce actually. So, and this was actually, I did this, no it wasn't, it was definitely Tranquil Tide. Let's clean up that one. Oops. Okay, it was definitely Tranquil Tide. The reason I did the stamping off was actually so that I could just stamp faster. So no, it wasn't that colour either. What colour did I do? I'm looking in my catalogue. Did I do Mint Macaron? Maybe I did. Let's try that colour as well. I'm just going to put my Stampin' Mist on. How funny. Has my brain gone to mush? Possibly. I can't tell what green I used. Maybe it was Mint Macaron. Mint Macaron, Mint Macaroon. Let's get that one out, have a go. Yes, that's the one. I did use one that clearly matched. Okay. And then over the top of that, no idea. Soft suede, I do remember actually. So I used soft suede over the top of that. And I didn't stamp that one off actually. Where's the Just for You? There it is. Little block. And I kind of just eyeballed to make sure I was roughly in the centre. So Just for You, and that's what I did all along. I went round my sheet of paper. I'm looking for my, I think it's the 1 inch I want. Nope. 1 1/4. That's the one. 1 1/4 inch punch. Oops. And then snail on there. and slid it up and underneath, and then that just hangs over the top. And actually what I did, I worked everything in stages, as I always do. I often show you on my Facebook business page my before and afters when I'm doing a work in progress, but I wrapped everything first, then I tied everything, and then actually when I came to this bit, after I'd stamped it all and punched it all out, I had loads of them all lined up, all these long curly whirlies, and just stuck glue on them all and just stuck them all underneath and just rattled them off that way. Like I say, it did take many, many, many evenings doing them, but I love them. Let's bring in another one for you to have a look at. I really like them. Anyway, thank you ever so much for joining me. Hope to speak to you very soon. Bye.